It is me, your dumpy master, Christian Teatro, here, ready for another fantastic night of absolute fuck-uppery. Today we are back in Valborough, where murder is okay if you don't get caught. Secret crushes are revealed in front of legendary deities, and if it's not gin in a bottle, it's probably a spirit. It's a comedy, I promise.
It is a spirit, though.
It took me a second.
That was really dumb. We have playing with us tonight Rod Clark.
Tonight I will be playing Mose Chisai. Mose is a bright scarlet red bugbear, trying to figure out his life, just hanging out with his new roommate, and making do. He's a cleric of the law, of order, a failed paralegal, and with a heart of gold, and not a lot of room for shenanigans. Except for when there's a lot of room for shenanigans.
We also have with us Tyler Mann.
Hi, I just learned that his last name is Clark.
We have known each other for over a year now.
Yep, correct. And that's how badly I don't remember people's names and faces. So if you ever see me in person, that's like that. I'm bad at it. Anyways, I'm playing David Zatz. He's basically a Ghostbuster. He's a human artificer, and fun fact, when I pitched this character to Christian, he went, "Wait, a human? So you're just going to be a guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "That's awesome." So, yeah. He's also very gay. And that's part of his character.
Therefore, important to mention, I'm sure.
It's very rare that people are just like humans, so I do appreciate a good human. We have with us Neon.
Howdy. I am Neon. I am playing Mercy Widdershins. She is supposed to be a crunchy, hippie, stargazing circle of stars druid. She's basically a mean girl who is about to get a license to carry.
Oh my God.
I might have to rethink this, guys. And last but certainly not least, we have with us Joshua Barbeau.
100%. Yeah, I'm playing Taylor Morgan. Taylor is a changeling that almost never appears as the same person twice. Most often they can be seen impersonating somebody named Taylor, but they're not restricted to that. They just prefer that. It makes remembering your own name easier. Taylor has recently moved in with David, which I'm sure is going to go well. After all, if you look at Taylor's profile pic in the image on the screen below, part of David's face is already in the image, so that's a sign that things are going to go well. Taylor also is about to get a license to carry and proficiency with guns. I'm sure that's going to go well. And yeah, I live in a building with a drug dealer,
Lucky.
A drug dealer who deals magical drugs. Fun times.
Lots of
And
people.
I killed a goblin named Fillmore Butts, and I'm about to meet with his girlfriend while impersonating him. That's what we're up to today.
Inspiration, of course, only lasts one session, and if you don't use it, well, you have to give an inspirational speech. This session, it will go to Mose for immediately protecting his friends in the head ceremony by leading out on a not very well planned plan, but just started asking a bunch of stupid questions to waste the chance to find out who actually killed Fillmore Butts, and to prevent you from getting arrested.
You know what? I'm sure I could talk my way out of it, but Taylor just gained a subclass that makes it very hard not to believe their lies.
And we've got a recap coming your way. Last session, the group signed up for college classes to get proper licensing to be a part of the VOA, with Taylor taking firearms and weightlifting, David taking theater and obstacle courses, Mose taking gaming and detective training, and Mercy taking undercover training and martial arts. They also figured out their room assignments, with everyone fighting over who would get to be Taylor's roommate. That's definitely how I remember it. Ultimately, David won that honor. Mercy found out from her mom that her brother hasn't been home in a few days and was hanging around a new group of friends. Mose received a business card from Benson Horowitz, an old acquaintance from his firm that got shut down. Taylor emailed Michelle Strongjaw and is waiting for a response, and David found 2 flasks on his bed. One is just used for his subclass as an artificer, as he can now make experimental elixirs, and the other contained the ghost Henry, who says his brothers are in trouble, and he can't remember anything else except his own name. Alright, so just a reminder, Mose, you cannot get drunk and hate alcohol for the next 10 days. You have a large beard, and all your hair is red. Mercy, you are bald, and you do not have a wig yet. And David, you are 4 inches smaller, and your skin is chartreuse.
And what about me? What's special about me? Oh, right. I didn't get a wild magic potion.
Actually, Taylor, when you were unpacking your bag and you took out the jacket of Monsieur Musketeers, a wild magic potion had fallen on the ground along with a note from Monsieur Musketeer thanking you for your service. And helping him with fixing his shop. You didn't investigate it last session, but you do have one. So for tonight's session, honestly, I've planned very little. It's going to be a very improv-heavy session on my part. This is your downtime session. Before we get into that downtime, though, I'm going to say just a couple plain and simple facts. And if you want to investigate these or use these for what we're going to do today, for sure. So to start, Taylor, your first season of Spider-Man, the CW show, has gone out on air. Can you please roll me a performance check?
Yes, I can. I'm good at that. 25.
You get your first paycheck. The reviews are in. They're fantastic. You just got a paycheck for 2,500 gold.
Wow,
That
I'm
is
rich.
That is literally just because you're an actor and the season's opened. So please enjoy your 2,500 gold.
I'm so rich.
Christian is working in the show with you, but he's just like a minor character. Like, he does background work, but he waves at you awkwardly across the set a couple times when he sees you.
Awesome.
David, you have a ghost in a bottle.
We sure do.
His name is Henry. He's very attractive. He's got rippling abs. He is shirtless with just a belt across his chest. He is very much a mechanic type looking person, and this might be a little bit of spoiler, but this saga, which was revealed on the last title, is called the Artificer Ghost Saga. So you might have some stuff in common with him. When you start talking to him more, you realize that he has no memories. He can't remember any details. All that he can remember is that his name is Henry. Something has happened to his brothers. He can't even remember how many brothers he has.
Right.
Mose, you have Benson's information on his business card that he gave you. You made a comment in the last episode that you would reach out in the morning. You said that as an offhand to your dad. Did you want to actually try and reach out to Benson?
I think yes.
All right. You've got a phone number and an email.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a call.
The phone rings a few times, and then it goes to a voicemail, and the voicemail says, "This is the voicemail of Benson. Please leave your name and number after the tone, and I'll give you a call back."
Hi, it's Mose. I don't know why you're tracking me down. I don't really know what to say, but call me when you get this. My phone number is saying phone number, and then I hang up.
All right. Mercy, you talk with your mom a couple more times, and your brother does not end up coming home. A missing persons report is filed. The last that you heard, he was hanging around a group of boys that all kind of dressed in like band t-shirts and grungy clothing. Some of them were older than him. Your mom had mentioned it had been a couple days since she had seen him, and it's been a couple more, maybe a couple weeks at this point even, and he still hasn't come home. Taylor, your dad asks if you'd be okay with him taking a vacation. He wants to get out of Valborough, and he thinks since you're in school for the next little bit, it'll probably be fine for him to go.
Of course. Go enjoy yourself. Taylor, by the way, is in full denial about the fact that one of them has to remain in Valborough to keep the veil up. Even though they had that conversation, even though my dad totally dumped all that info on Taylor, Taylor's still in full denial about it.
That makes sense. The last you see of your dad is that he's in a baggy Hawaiian shirt. He's shaved. He's got like one of those flowery lays around his neck and sunglasses on. And he shape shifts so that he looks like Zac Efron.
Very important question. Do changelings have to shave? Or is he just presenting a shaved front?
And
So
do
he presented-
changelings even grow facial hair? I don't know.
You've given me a lot to think about.
Are
Your
they
dad
mammals?
Looks fresh. Is he a lizard person?
Canonically, my dad had a beard when he was so he's shaved. Whether or
He
not
has a
he needs to
normal-
shave. He now is shaven.
Yes, he has a normal human form that he uses most often, kind of similar to how Taylor had a normal human form that he presents when he's acting. That's his form. It's not his true form, but that's his form. So we'll say that you saw him like in this form, all dressed up and nice, and then instead he shifts into Zac Efron, and he says, "Yeah, I'm gonna try and find a wife on this cruise. Time to get over this erectile dysfunction thing," and he leaves.
Oh, Dad, you're such a joker.
Like father, like son. Double finger guns you and leaves. The coolest man in the universe. Oh my god, David. Joe seems to bounce back from being kidnapped pretty easily, but he also seems obsessed with tinkering in the garage. And he actually makes something pretty interesting that he gives to you as a gift. You see that he has found a way, and maybe he was a little bit inspired by the Spider-Man CW show, to enhance your goo.
What of all the things to pick? Okay.
So I will let you choose how this tech works and exactly what it looks like. But you now have the ability to cast once per day web and once per day grease.
Okay, so instead
Sometimes it's sticky and sometimes it's slippery.
Mose, you had that coin in your pocket that the One Below All had given you. You pat your pocket and find that it's missing, but then like a half hour later, you put your hand in your pocket and it's back there. You find that throughout the day, you can feel it heat up at random moments, comforting you in times of need. Mechanically, this does help you by adding to your saving throws and other rolls by turning potential failure into success. If you click on the coin, you'll be able to read exactly how it works.
Perfect.
But just so you know, you can't lose this item. If you drop it, it just reappears.
Nice.
Mercy, you're playing around with Stormy, and there's a moment where his form seems to shift and change and match your starry form. He begins to float in place as lights dance around him. In this form, he is able to fly, and he's able to cast dancing lights at will. If you notice on your familiars page, he now uses essentially pseudo-dragon stats, with the exception of being able to cast dancing lights.
Interesting.
Taylor, you discovered
Yeah,
that
I
if
know.
you take-
Everyone else got cool abilities, and all I get is money. But I'm okay with that. I got a ton of money.
Stormy, you're so sparkly.
I actually need to bring
Oh,
this
I
up.
get money
I've wr-
and stuff? Wow, I'm
I've
so
wr-
privileged.
I wrote down in my
That should've
notes,
been an
Taylor owes me 5 gold. I don't remember when that happened. I don't remember when that happened. I feel like maybe now's a good chance
I'm
to
pretty
square up
sure-
on that.
I'm pretty sure I can clear up that debt. Yeah, I have so much money.
I think I also have that in my notes.
Yeah, why did you owe us 5 gold?
I don't remember.
All right, well, I'm gonna add 5.
No, hang on. You have to ask me for that money in character. Come on.
Yeah, work it into a scene later.
Anyway, Christian, you were saying something?
Taylor, we haven't discovered what your watch's first ability is yet.
No, we really
However-
haven't.
That's okay. However, you discover that when you take off this watch, it just mysteriously reappears back on your wrist.
Cool.
There's a point where you accidentally double attach one of the little buttons on the side of the watch. You find that the world begins to temporarily move slower around you. Mechanically, this is the haste spell.
Awesome.
I believe it's once per day, once per long rest.
And also, I don't need to maintain concentration.
Nope.
And also, it doesn't have the lethargy effect at the end of the haste.
Nope.
What? That's OP. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
you should not have given him that.
I'm sure it'll be fine, guys. Oh,
I mean, it's a magical item that has undetermined properties. He could change it at any point.
you are very aware that it's also cursed.
It's also
the
cursed,
one-
and it also probably
I'll
does
told you.
5 other things, but, who cares? I can haste myself.
All right. So the last thing, at the end of the last session, you had sent an email off to Michelle Strongjaw. In that email, you wrote, "Hey, we need to talk. Meet me at the Fox and the Fiddle at dinner time. Butts." The simplest email I've ever seen. So what
I
I'm
also
going to
like to do my work sign-offs with butts.
Oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
when you got a name like Butts, you gotta use it.
Can we just take a moment to realize that we have a character named Poop and a character named Butts?
Sophisticated adult men.
So you didn't realize you wrote this thing?
No, the Fillmore Butts was actually an NPC from chat.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Poop was supposed to be Lieutenant Pop, but my microphone was giving me issues, so then I just changed it to Poop on the fly.
Yep.
Yep. We're
Speaking
not
of
children,
Lieutenant Poop,
actually.
Wasn't there something else? Didn't Lieutenant Poop say something like there was going to be a cop that was going to join us after we finished our training?
Yeah, he said something about how there's this visible guy that he knows that he used to work with who's going to come down after you're done with your 4 months of schooling and keep you all in line.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, not coming yet, but
no,
he's on
cool.
the-
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't misremembering that.
yeah, the paperwork's getting in order for the transfer
Question.
request and all that.
Regarding that, are we expected to not be magical weirdos in his presence, or
No, yeah, no.
You won't be able
Yeah.
to see it anyway. It's like what is that spell? That's not Phantasmal Force.
Kind of like modify memory a little bit.
Yeah. There's a spell, I forget what it's called. It's some sort of illusion spell. And in the description it says if you make an illusion of a bridge and someone tries to walk across it and they fall through it, they will assume they slipped rather than the bridge didn't exist.
I think that's hallucinatory terrain, isn't it?
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
hallucinatory. Yeah, I think you're right. That's a great example of what the visible people do. They explain it to themselves as rational for some reason.
so then the entire city is basically under this spell, functionally.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like a major
110%.
version of that spell.
Like how you guys woke up in the hospital and the doctor assumed that you guys had drug overdoses.
Yeah.
Things like that.
All evidence to the contrary.
So, just to remind everybody on Fillmore Butts was bald. He was a security goblin. He was a painter in his free time. And his one line before he got shot was, "Oh, didn't I go?
What was it?
What was it?
Oh, didn't I go?"
Wait, what? Say that. Come again?
I don't know what I actually said in that moment because all he said, it sounded like, "Oh, didn't I got? Oh, didn't I got? Oh, didn't I got?" And then he got shot in the face.
And I have to
So,
pretend to be this guy.
yeah, I'm gonna need you to channel that accent, and then just so everybody's aware of exactly what happened. Mercy had taken the cell phone. Then she said she was going to destroy the relationship. She did this by sabotaging his relationship so that she thinks that she's better off and she doesn't think she missed out on whatever's happening here. And there was a text back. "We're through. I can do so much better than you, and you were never in bed anyway." And then she deleted the number. So
Yeah.
that happened. Then 2 days passed, and you send a text.
An email.
A email. Not even a text, an email. "Hey, we need to talk. Meet me at the Fox and the Fiddle at dinner time." Butts.
But well, what didn't I got? What do you know? I'm a man of few words.
And the last thing, you do all start your sessions at Winchester College. Mercy.
So it's, I guess, just the following day from whatever was happening last session. Or
Some
like,
time
what-
has passed, or no?
We'll
It's the
say-
following day.
We'll say for this first scene, it's been a week.
Is my hair growing back?
No.
Okay, so Mose, you wake up to the just sound of shrieking. You're like, "I can't live like this anymore. Mose, we have to go to the tattoo parlor or the wig shop or the piercing place. I need to do something with my head so I don't look like this was an accident."
So 100%, I'm very down for that. I'm very.
You're
your
still red,
first
bud.
thought-
Are you gonna not be red anytime soon?
Really
Not
hope
okay.
so. Hair salon sounds good. I could also go for a dye
I
treatment.
don't have
see
any
if we can do
hair
something about
to go to the
that.
salon with. We got to do something else. Oh, you're
Reach
a
there.
cleric. Do you have restoration spells? Can you cure me? If I let you pray hard enough for me, can you grow my hair back?
I don't know how great that's going to go, but let's hope for the best, I guess. I'll go ahead and cast Lesser Restoration.
Lesser restoration. Let me look at the wording for this spell to see if this will actually do it.
Are you? It doesn't. I see your eyes crossed.
That's like
you seem like you're praying
diseases.
hard. Pray harder. I don't hear any.
You know what, Mose?
Does this
Roll
count
me-
as a disease?
Roll me a religion check.
Okay, here we go. Religion. I'm going to use my heroic inspiration. First roll, to be fair, first roll was a 3.
Ooh.
The follow-up, including my check, is only an 8.
And honestly, what's more heroic than trying to alleviate a damsel in distress?
You start casting this spell, your eyes going cross-eyed with effort, and it does not grow back Mercy's hair, but it does give her back her eyebrows, which did get taken off by a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
Okay, this is not this is an improvement, Mose. Credit where credit is due. Okay, so we're
Now this looks like a choice rather than something that was done to you. This looks like something you did, which is better.
Yes, and now my first idea seems to be the right one. We're going to go get both of these things pierced, like to the tattoo parlor.
Piercing. Okay, I thought you were going to get like literally a skull tattoo, which did sound metal as fuck. But
We'll see about it when we get there. If this is the permanent situation, then we'll see how that goes. Are there tattoo parlors? What is the closest tattoo parlor? Do they have magical tattoos?
They do. You already got a magical tattoo, actually.
Oh, I did.
yeah, so you just get more constellations up along like you could get like up the back of your neck or so, and then they like roll over onto your head.
I'm no longer living with my parents. I am going to like just real quick rifle through my shit and try and find like the rattiest, grungiest black band T-shirt from my goth days.
All right. You throw it on, and yeah, you've got this like super baggy, grungy T-shirt as you head out to the tattoo
Rip the neck a
shop.
bit so it like hangs off the shoulder.
Nice. You get there and you see Scott, who's this like tiny little gnomish dude who's wearing a hipster hat. He's got some two nose piercings that are just like really tiny, but they sparkle in the light really, really well. And when he sees you, he goes, "Oh, hey, Mercy, what's going on?" And he gives you the cool like dude bro like handshake. Dude bro.
Not a lot, Scotty. Decided to try a new look. I feel like it needs some augmentation, so I came to the professionals to get some accents.
Sick. Are we thinking about tattooing your head, or are you thinking about getting some piercings?
We were thinking about both, but I think we're gonna start small in this case and get some eyebrow piercings just to draw attention away from this situation up here and back down to my face.
I think the inspiration here needs to be like Cynthia Erivo levels.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. Either.
Wicked! Come on, you know,
Mose, please don't make mating calls in front of the cool people.
uncultured.
He sits you down and starts going through different eyebrow piercing options.
Okay.
So
I do have another motive here while that's
sure.
going on that I would like to do, which is okay. So while I'm flipping through the book and trying to figure out what it is that I want, I'm gonna start chatting up the other people. Presumably there are other people here getting work done about the like underground punk / rock scene that the kids seem to be into. I'm trying to get information about my brother and the degenerates, such as they are, that he was hanging out with.
we're going to cut away from Mercy and Mose for a second. So we're going to jump over to Taylor and David doing something, and then we'll cut back to you doing that stuff, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
And while we do that, if you want to still look over those options so that it's prepped, any of the D&D tattoos that you can find, like absorbing tattoos, barrier, spell rot, eldritch, etc. The price is for common 150, uncommon 500, rare 5,000, very rare 50,000, legendary 500,000.
Oh my god!
Most you could probably get is maybe rare. I don't actually know how much gold you have.
I'll give you some money if you want something cool.
Yeah.
All right, we cut over to Taylor, David, and Henry in a bottle.
Hey, Taylor, I forgot to ask you something.
Hold that thought. I stick my head out the door and be like, "Hey, Tom, you around?" I put my thumb out, like David told me to do.
You see from behind your bed, a shadow just stands up and walks towards you. He just goes,
What the fuck?
hey,
There he is.
What can I do for you?
How did you get in?
Tom.
I've always been here.
No. Under
Fantastic.
our beds?
No questions, no notes.
I
Don't
have many
change a thing.
questions.
You keep doing that. That's great. I love it. I would like to buy some drugs.
Oh yeah, pharmaceuticals. Don't remember, it's pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals. Only the
Right,
best.
right.
I have listen to me, Tom. I have a very important date tonight. Actually, two.
Oh.
I have two very important dates tonight. I need enough for me, I need enough for my other me, and I need enough for my first date, and I need enough for my second date. So that's like 4 people worth. And then I also need enough for my wingman, who's probably you, David. So like I need lots of drugs. I have pharmaceuticals.
All right. I get it. Now listen. These do come with a disclosure. If I find out that you're drugging people against their will, I will summon all the fury that I have in my body, and I will find you and I will kill you. We're a pharmaceutical company and we're reputable.
That is not beyond something he would do, by the way.
Listen, I promise you on my life and soul that nobody that I give these drugs to will not consent.
Listen. I've got some new stuff in stock. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for the new stuff
I
in
want
stock?
the top shelf, a very best, like the wildest trip you can give me.
Okay.
Craziest shit.
I've got 2 new drugs.
Okay.
They're
What are we talking about here?
experimental. They're experimental. They give you high highs and low lows and everything in between. They get you hard and soft in all the wrong places and all the right ways.
Sounds interesting. I'm listening.
First up, we've got Barbane.
Ooh, tell me more.
It's gonna make you the most manly man you've ever been in your life. That's all I gotta tell you.
Most manly man I've ever been in my life, and I don't often like being a man very much. What else you got?
I've got one called Pelor's Embrace.
Pelor's Embrace. What does that do?
You know, it just makes you more attractive, more lovable, more likable.
These,
Definitely
these
no
sound
downsides.
these sound pretty great, but I'm looking for something funkier. Like real, like this. Where's the shit that you don't normally sell, Tom? Come on, you could be real with me.
He looks around in like 7 different directions.
It's just
The
our apartment.
real
It's just our
wild
apartment.
shit. Come
No
on,
one
the
else
stuff,
is here.
the stuff that like I have to sign a waiver for. Like where's that shit?
He like misty steps over to the window and closes the curtain and steps through darkness to reappear beside you. And he goes, "All right, listen. I've got one drug. I don't know if you're ready for it.
I'm ready.
It's called 3 Keens Anger."
3 Keens Anger. Now you've got my attention.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, if you ever needed a hand in life, this is the drug to take.
Sold. How much?
Each drug, I've already done the whole cheap price, so it is 500 gold a pop, my friends. A man's got to make a living.
I'll take 1 dose.
I will forewarn you, it's a little gross. And he hands you literally a bug in a tiny little bottle floating in like green liquid.
Okay, and now that other stuff that I said a second ago that I wasn't interested in, I'll take 1 of each of those doses as well.
All right, it's 500 each.
Whoa, you mean they're all the
Barbane.
same price? Barbane and then Pelor's Embrace.
Yeah.
You got it. Cool.
And also, no, I've never bought drugs before. I've gone down a different alley in my life.
Oh, so you've bought pharmaceuticals then? Would you like to buy
No,
some
not
pharmaceuticals?
a real alley. Sorry, not a real alley. I usually don't go down alleys, to be honest.
Do you want to see the
Do
future?
you
Could
have-
get you some Mister's news.
I know someone else who like that.
Do you have any shit that's like?
Do you have any shit?
Do you have any shit
No.
that's like? Will give people a bad trip that you don't, that was like maybe like it's a bad batch.
You want
Oh my
something
God.
that'll
He
be-
just said, "Don't do it on somebody else," and you're like, "What about something I can use on someone else to give them a bad problem?"
I'm sorry, I only sell pharmaceuticals.
You only saw. Okay, fair enough.
And
Fair
he
enough.
just
Fair enough.
sinks into the ground and disappears.
What the fuck? I want to do that.
It's just melt the stones into the apartment floor.
My man is a slinky dinky.
Slinky diggy. That's cool. All right, I'm all set. So, David, I have a big favor to ask you. I got a couple of dates lined up tonight, and I think I could use a chaperone, wingman. Call it
Remind
what
me
you-
again. You tricked a goblin woman into thinking that you are.
Oh,
her
she's not a
husband that you
goblin.
killed.
She's a dwarf.
Okay, sorry. A
She was
dwarf.
dating a goblin.
She was dating a goblin that you killed, and now you pretending. to
Yeah,
be
he
him.
died under mysterious circumstances. I was not around at the time. Allegedly, he died.
Why
So
do
I
you
can't say
talk
for
to
sure.
me like I'm a news reporter trying to get a scoop
Listen,
when
listen.
also I was there anyway?
listen.
Who's the
when
other
you,
one?
When you tell lies for a living, you just got to keep doing it so much that you even start to believe your own bullshit,
Even to your friends? Yeah, that checks out.
especially to your friends.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Uh,
Who's the second date?
It's the same person. I'm just gonna meet her once as Fillmore Butts and once as myself.
You do get a text on your phone. Sorry, not a text on your phone. You get an email sent back from
Bing.
Michelle Strongjaw.
Hold that thought.
And the email reads, "I haven't heard from you in a week. Ever since you suddenly dumped me over text. you reach out to me by email, and you think that I'm just gonna drop everything to come out to dinner with you, I'll see you there. I'm gonna be bringing a friend, so make sure you don't come alone.
See, she needs. You need to come. You need to.
Wait,
come.
who's Michelle Strongjaw?
All right,
Okay, do
we cut back over to, as you guys start getting ready for your date, we cut back
Dates.
over to Mercy. Mercy, have you picked out what you would like for your piercing?
So Mercy does want just like some regular piercings for her eyebrows. She's not going for the magical ones for those.
Okay.
She does see something that catches her eye, and I am going to take the spell rot tattoo. All right, and that's up to 3rd level. So I see a copy in the book of the. I don't know if this particular paint or woodblock print exists. The Great Wave off of Kamigawa, and that's going to be Tidal Wave.
Okay.
You conjure a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. The area could be 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning and is knocked prone, or it takes half and isn't knocked.
Cool. I do homebrew spell rot tattoos a little bit. I don't like that they disappear forever.
Okay.
So it's a once per long rest thing, okay?
Okay, that's okay.
Even better.
That is even better. I was giving super.
So you get this spell rot tattoo of Tidal Wave. Describe to me what the tattoo looks like that you get.
For those of you unfamiliar with the very famous woodblock print painting, The Great Wave of Kamigawa, it is you've all seen it. Everyone's seen it. It is that Japanese traditional painting where that big wave is sweeping over the ships. She's left out the ships, and it's basically just this huge tidal wave coming over the land that's just wrapping around her upper arm here.
Okay, you've got this wave tattoo on your arm. When you use the spell, the wave will disappear, and then when you take a sleep, it reappears magically, and you get a couple little eyebrow piercings, and we'll say he threw the piercings in for free, so it's just the 500 gold.
Yeah, while the tattoo is going on and I'm flipping through the book, I'm asking any of the grungier, more disreputable looking people. I know this is probably, I don't know what kind of tattoo shop this is. If I frequent it, probably not super high class, but I'm asking about the underground rave or punk scene or whatever it is that's going on. Infinitely disinterested in my brother's life, but since he's been missing, I'm just trying to figure it out. So I don't actually know what he's into, but the fact that he was wearing like punk-ish clothing leads me to believe that I might be able to find some information here. So I'm awkwardly asking people about like the underground shows.
You see there's a girl and a guy there that are in their early 20s as well. They're wearing like grungy clothing. They've got chains hanging around their waist. The girl is getting tattooed. She's getting a big skull put on the back of her head, and she's like sitting up and hunched over for it. And the guy who's her boyfriend is sitting with his legs like way too far apart in tight black jeans. And he's sitting directly beside Mose, and his legs are like pushing up against Mose as you're sitting there. Do you start
Mose,
talking?
can't you see this man needs his space? What are you doing in his area, bud? Move over.
I'm so sorry. Mose is already sitting as like tightly as he can, so just tries to scrunch up even more.
I sit down on the other side of the dude, and I'm like, "That your girl getting the ink there?"
Yeah, that's my girl getting the ink. Yes, that's how she doing now.
I get it. The whole skull motif. It's you really want to think about death when you're doing it from behind, right?
Yeah, it's so fucking sexy. I love when my girl gets sexy tattoos like that. Yeah, it makes me really get turned on quite a lot, actually.
Okay, I don't know where to go.
Is this your boyfriend over here, this big guy?
No, that's Mose. Don't mind him.
Hey, Mose, you're quite a big man, if I do say so myself.
Hey, Mose, just play along.
What am I playing along with? Haven't you said anything?
I don't know. I'm out of my element here. I'm looking for my brother. See if you can find out what the next rave or punk show is.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Listen, me and my girl, actually, we're quite the explorers. Sometimes we like to invite a third along for some salacious activities. I don't suppose you might be interested in coming along for some of those?
Mose is sweating at how this conversation has gone.
Mose over me. Is it the hair?
Oh, no, it's just you remind me a lot of my girl in terms of, like, looks and stuff, and, well, we kind of want to try something a little different. This man here's in a suit, and he's large.
Both of those things are true. You gotta think for redheads, huh?
Oh, boy. I am so flattered.
Oh, yeah, you should be.
No, but thank you.
Wait.
Oh, it's Trevor.
Hi, Trevor. Mercy. And obviously, you've met Mose. I pull him off to the side. Listen, Mose is a bit of a soft touch. If you're gonna have to like take him out, maybe show him a good time before he's going to agree to go back home and do the hanky panky.
I'll take him out and show him a good time. Oh, like, I could bring him to the Everything to Do with Sex show.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? Oh yeah, no. It's when is that? I'm sorry. The what show?
Oh, the Everything to Do with Sex show.
Is that a talk show? What is that?
No, it's more, stage and like shows going on and booths and fun stuff. Lots of people, mostly naked.
Oh, the kink party. Yeah. I
Yeah.
totally knew about that. I just didn't realize that was. Is that tonight?
No, it's like a week from now. Yeah, me and my girl gonna go. I got my outfit picked out. And he shows you a picture on the phone, and it's just a thong.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna look great in that.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is that for you or for her? I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
she'll
doesn't-
love it.
It doesn't hold everything in.
I'm sure Mose will love it too.
Yeah. Maybe I could buy one for him, actually. You think he like that? What's his favorite color? Blue?
It actually is. Good guess. I think you guys have a lot in common. Is there? Can Mose hear all of this?
Yeah, for sure. Trevor is not disguising his voice at all.
Just a face of horror.
Maybe if you had
What
like
a
a
devastating-
three-piece suit with assless chaps or something. Just
Oh,
can you make a
like-
three-piece suit assless?
If I get this out would get some, then yeah, I could do I could work miracles, yeah.
Well, Mose, it sounds like you got a date. What are you doing next weekend? It doesn't matter. We're going to the show next weekend.
I'm
Oh,
so
yeah,
busy.
yeah.
I'm so busy. There's so much going on. I've got so much,
I've got
there's,
4 free
meetings.
tickets, actually, if you want to invite some friends.
We'll take them. Yes. Why don't I just jot down your contact information? And sorry, what was your girl's name?
Yeah, that's my girl. Her name's Ashley.
Reverend.
Yeah, but it's like Ashley spelled with the Leigh, because she's hot.
That is the sexiest way to spell Ashley.
Oh,
I
yeah, it is
I like
fucking...
make gagging sounds or like this is like while he's not looking, while he's trying to ogle Mose.
I hear, actually, we're gonna have a, somebody pretty high and influential who's gonna speak at the event this time. Yeah, somebody named Seraphim. Yeah, she's hot, too.
Did you say Seraphim is going to be there?
Oh, yeah, she's gonna do a burlesque routine. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
something to do with,
the
like,
mayor?
running for... Yeah, she's gonna run for mayor, and she's gonna do a burlesque routine. Isn't that hot? Yeah, sexy mayor lady.
You could audibly hear Mercy grinding her teeth.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I
She
can't
pissed.
wait to see that. I'm sure it's going to go excellent.
I'm
And
gonna
I
make
start,
sure we get
I
this-
start stroking my new tattoo.
All right, well, we'll see you there, and, don't worry, Mose. I'll pack your outfit. Come on, babe. Let's hit the road. And she goes, all right, sugar, let's go. And they leave.
Mose, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to involve you or take away your agency, but we have to go to this kink party. I just needed an in.
Hey, Mercy. What the fuck just happened?
Looks like you
What the
got
fuck was any of
your-
that?
So just to recap, you are the potential third in their throuple. Congratulations. They're big into it. They like your hairy, and they like that you're big, and they want to see you in a thong. I talked them down for that. From that, we're gonna go assless chaps.
I like
Wear the
that
rest of the
Taylor is
three-piece
now
suit.
not the only person that has forced Mose into a relationship. I'm glad that's a trend that's catching on.
I'm looking for my brother. You don't have to do anything you don't want to with them, but I mean, they seem like a lovely couple with skulls on the back of their heads. So I mean,
They also seem very, what's the word? Insistent?
you're big. Just say no. They might be into that. I don't know. I don't know what kind of kink they're into.
Of course they're going to be into that. I don't think there's something that they're not into. They seem ready to go kind of whatever. I think if someone gave just the slightest bit of approval, they would have started fucking right in this parlor.
Well, it's
Sorry, are you guys talking about fucking in the tattoo shop?
We are absolutely not. We'll see you next week.
Okay. He winks.
listen. It is a kink party. There will be a lot going on. Just point at something, and they'll probably fuck that instead.
Okay.
Mercy says with absolute authority, though she has never actually been invited to one of these.
I place my hands on your face and just like hold it and look right at you and just like, you owe me so deeply for this.
I do, and I greatly appreciate you've done my family. Although a great solid, and I promise I will run interference so they don't do stuff to your butt if you don't want them to. Or your friend. I don't know what they're gonna. They're probably gonna try and do everything to you, but I'll do my best to prevent that.
Taylor and David, when you guys were having your initial conversation, it was pretty early in the morning, so you do have all day with nothing to do before the night when you're going to go and meet Michelle Strongjaw. So, David, if there is something that you would like to do or investigate, now would be the time.
Listen, I have 3,500 gold. What a weird way to word that. I have 3,500 gold. I would like to pick up some stuff.
I
Alright.
guess
Oh, wait.
I can go with.
So what I'll say is
wait.
if it's basic shopping, like just small necessities, we'll do that outside of the session.
Just realized I have 20 potions of healing, so I don't know how that happened. I guess
Like-
David
Oh,
pulls
maybe
his
you bought
phone out.
some outside of a session. I wouldn't be
He
surprised.
did. He did buy a whack load of them outside of between. Remember when I bought a man helper named Christian?
He's
I
still
think
on your
Tyler said
employ.
I spent all my money
man
on
helper.
potions.
Yeah, make
Wait,
sure
I
you save
also have,
some money
like-
so you can pay Christian because he's still in your employ.
Yeah,
I
how much
also
do I
have
need
a
to? How much do I
Christian.
need to pay to ensure that Christian will remain under my employ for a year? We looked at the price of a skilled hireling in the player's handbook, and let's see, it's right here. Hireling, skilled, 2 gold per day, and I prepaid for a month. That was a week ago, we said, right?
2 gold per day.
I've just reduced my gold by 730. I own Christian for a year.
David, where would you like to go shopping?
Does Valborough have an occult shop?
Ooh, you want to find an occult shop?
Yes. I'd like to start trying to figure out what's going on with Henry.
There is not a specific occult shop, but there is a fortune teller in town.
Fortune teller. What's their name?
Livia Stonehealer.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Killjoy, for the NPC name. So her name is Livia Stonehealer, and she has a lovely fortune-telling shop set up in the outskirts of town. It's got one of those like palms sitting in the window and tacky neon signs. You've seen Livia walking around. She's got one blind eye, like frizzy gray hair. She's got these like long robes that she always wears. But all in all,
Carol
she just
Kane?
seems like a really nice person. She's just kind of wacky.
Aren't
So,
we all?
Real quick question. Does Mercy know this person as a person who is deeply into the occult and tarot readings and what have you?
1,000% you do. You probably have been over there more than anybody else in Valborough. So you're gonna go over there with Henry. Are you taking Taylor with you?
Yeah, come get your palm read. Oh wait, no. You'd hate that. Wait. Does
I
your
would hate
palm does your palm thing change when you change?
No, they change.
Oh.
They changed what I've changed them to.
So she could
Yeah.
well, I guess
I can even
It's
change my
so-
fingerprints.
but she's reading like auras and shit. Can you change do you know what your aura looks like? Can you change that?
I don't know.
Let's
don't
find
believe in
out.
one.
She may not be a magical fortune teller. She may just be a normal fortune teller.
She may just
mean a
be
fraud?
she may just be a fraud.
And then we'll pull Henry out, and he's a literal ghost in a bottle or whatever. You're not a genie, are you, Henry?
No, I thought I was a human, but apparently I'm a ghost.
If I ask for a wish, but you were in a bottle. If I ask you for a wish, like what would happen?
You could try. We'll see what happens.
Okay, I wish for.
Wait. Make sure it's the thing that you want most in the world.
You're asking the most indecisive person.
don't
in the
know.
world
You
what
are-
he desires
I
the most
truly-
in the world.
Even in character, I don't even know. Fuck.
Okay, just something that you really want then.
Okay.
I wish for a pair of
You do it.
girls' underwear.
Okay, Oolong.
I'm glad someone got that reference. Thank you.
Oh my god. Sorry. I just
I
saw
was
what
like-
Comedy Monkey put in the chat. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, he redeemed that. I thought it was a suggestion for.
Comedy Monkey is Mose's partner.
Portable hole for Mose.
Oh my god.
Portable glory hole.
So bad.
You know what? That's what I
Um,
wish for, though.
A
When we go on
portable
break,
glory
That will
hole?
be my break job, is to figure that out.
I wish for a big squishy hole,
You
and also women's underwear for my friend.
I was doing a
Uh,
bit.
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Okay.
What's
What were you
everybody's passive
referencing?
perception?
I was referencing Dragon Ball.
David
Okay.
and Taylor, what are your passive perceptions?
12.
Taylor's is 11.
Mine
Okay.
is 11. Do you think I waste points on perception? I don't need to
You-
see the truth. I speak the truth.
You see Henry focusing really intently, and he puts his ghostly hand out and rests it inside of your head, and he starts to focus really hard. And he goes, "I don't think it's working." But then you hear a weird rustling sound over by David's bed.
Investing.
I mean, you just go walk over and you see a pair of women's
I go
underwear
too.
sitting on your bed.
Sweet.
God, I mean,
I go and I
What
take
the
them and I
fuck,
put them
though?
on my head.
You put them on your head.
Because that's what Oolon did. I'm still doing the bit, okay?
okay. So you can make tangible things real, or I asked for 2 things, and it skipped me because
I asked
Bad
first.
luck.
Maybe you only get one wish.
that's true. You did ask first. Okay. We've
I
learned
don't think that's
something
what
today.
happened. I really don't think that's what happened.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. You hear a voice from out in the hall, and it goes, "You're very welcome." Tom the drug dealer goes running away.
Okay, so Tom the drug dealer materialized
playing
through our
jokes
floor
on
and put
us.
those there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to this fortune teller.
Yeah. You go heading off to the fortune teller. You see she lives in a tiny little 1-story house. She does the fortune tellings in her living room, and she's got the sign up. You walk up to the front porch, and you see she's got ring doorbell or ring doorbell for fortune telling.
I ring both doorbells.
You hear ding dong, and you hear, "Welcome to Livia Stone Healers."
It wasn't
And then
a one or the other situation. It was kind of both.
they happen simultaneously. And the door creaks open, and you see Livia stick her face out with her one big, like, blind eye. And she goes, "Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
And how are you?
Hello, I say
I've
back in
been
her voice.
better. The arthritis today is very strong."
You know, I happen to specialize in like electric stuff, and I could probably help you back a little bit with a
Is
blast.
it
from
based
lightning.
in technology?
Yes.
I'm not.
What are you, a
interested.
cleric now?
Okay. Well, I don't know. I got, some back stuff done, and they put electricity on my back, and it really helped. But okay, never mind. We're gonna come in.
I actually
Come
got
in,
that
come in.
yesterday. I've
Come
heard a
sit,
lot.
Come sit. You guys walk into her place, and it's just tacky. There's jewels everywhere. There's floor to ceiling, just paintings, all in frames. You see taxidermied, like 6 taxidermied cats on a mantle,
Like a
Iconic.
Minecraft house in here.
Jesus.
and she gets you to sit on this.
I guess you don't
incredibly-
get a lot of tabaxi clients, huh?
No, I do not.
But you know what that means, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. This is a magic person.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a fortune teller.
What does this look like? And I show Henry.
Dear, a very sexy man. Ooh.
No, but he's like a ghost to you, right? Like he looks like a ghost.
Oh, he's a ghost. Yes, he's a ghost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We're good.
Yes. Please sit down. Ghost, you can sit over there on the stool.
Someone please do an insight check to make sure this woman isn't taking the piss.
You're
Insight
correct.
is for losers. Let's just take her at her word.
I will say my insight is 0. So if I roll this and it's bad, it's very bad. That was a nat 20.
She.
I shit you not.
That's all good. You can very clearly see that she sees Henry. When you're looking around, you can sense some magic coming off of the artifacts that she has in the room, especially
Okay.
from her crystal ball sitting on the table.
Okay.
So I have 3 main specialities that I can do for you. I can tell you the past, the present, or the future. For whatever you wish to know, it will cost you a little bit, though. It will cost you 500 gold.
Okay.
Yes.
So 1,500 in total.
No, you can
Or-
always choose one or the other. You don't have to
Oh.
own all 3.
I mean, I'm here. I got the money. I shouldn't never tell anyone in a profession that.
You're right. You should definitely do all 3 for a full sum.
What good would telling us the past do? We already know what happened.
No,
Anyway,
he
you tell you
doesn't have
that.
a fucking memory, bro. Sorry. I can't
Yeah,
be mean.
bro.
I can't
don't have
ever
a
be mean. I
memory.
apologize instantly.
I'll be mean for you. I don't have a memory. And he tries to slap Taylor, and his hand just goes through Taylor's face. Who do you look like right now, Taylor?
Give me a second while I determine that with my random personality roller. I am
or have you
currently
just run out of
Gigi
damage?
Hadid. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Familiar.
Is an American
Fashion
fashion
model.
model and television personality.
Yeah.
Hadid.
Yep, that's who I am.
All right. So
Mercy
you
is
guys,
intimately familiar.
you guys take
Horrible.
a seat across from Livia Stonehealer. And
How rude.
What's rude?
He said Gigi Hadid looks horrible. Just rude.
No, darling.
I know, I
you're
said-
gorgeous. You're stunning.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
Listen, little gay boy, please don't make fun of beautiful women. Just because
That's
you're
right.
not
Oh,
attracted to
dare
them.
you.
That's right.
No, she's from
right.
the Real
Yeah,
Housewives.
little gay boy. Come on. Yeah,
Listen, little gay boy.
yeah, us girls got to stick together.
Yes, queen. Us
Yes, queen.
beautiful women.
Us
She holds you
beautiful
for
women.
props.
Yes. That's right. I give her props.
So she sits down and she says, "All right, so past, present, or future, you choose the who, and maybe a little bit of the what."
Let's do the past for Henry.
Sure, that's fair. Past for Henry, present for David, future for me. That seems like that's the fair thing to do.
I know what my present is.
So you would like to look at the past of this ghost, Henry. Henry, please sit here and place your hands over top of my crystal ball. Please join. Put your hands over the ball as well. And she begins to like hum and rock back and forth. And you feel like a cold chill go through your spine. And you blink. And all of a sudden, you're surrounded by forest. When you look down at your own hands, your hands aren't there. And you see Henry in front of you. And Henry is no longer a ghost. He's a human. You see his hair is pulled back into a ponytail. You see he's sitting at like a workbench in this forest, and there's a little campsite next to him, and there's 4 tents that are set up. He's working beside one, and you see there's these other tents that are set up. Sitting in front of one is a gigantic suit of armor, and he's working away, and all of a sudden there's explosions in the distance. Henry stands up suddenly, and he picks up these little vials, these little potion bottles, and slings them onto his hip and goes running off towards the explosions. You cut back to the present. Oh, well, that was interesting.
Was that our camp?
No, so the tents, both of you roll me history checks.
Oh God.
I can do this. I can do this. +2.
Yeah, bad. Like 8.
12.
12. You obviously have been to places like Bed Bath & Beyond and more, and you've seen the type of equipment that can be made nowadays. These tents seemed primitive.
Oh, wow. So Henry's very old.
But he's wearing like steampunk goggles.
That's a good
Yep.
point.
And he had like potion flasks, and he was building a suit of armor.
Well, conceivably, if this is present day, the Victorian / steampunk era would have been 100 to 170 years prior.
By primitive, do you mean like just like medieval, or do you mean like cavemen?
Think like Native American teepee, like old.
Okay.
Like very old. So it did seem out of place that there was the suit of armor there, and it did seem out of place that he was tinkering away at these flasks there, these mechanical objects.
Maybe he works in a museum. There are suits of armors in museums. There are teepees in museums.
Maybe he was LARPing.
Do you think maybe those tents belong to my brothers?
Probably. Do you know how many brothers you have?
No, but there was 4 tents, so maybe.
But you know that
3?
you have brothers and that they
I
are in
do,
danger.
and something bad happened to them.
Did
There
you
were
kill
four-
them, Henry?
No, I hope not. I don't know for sure, actually.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Can I do present on Henry? I don't need to know my present. I have a
Present
general
is
idea of
a
where it's going.
Sexy ghost in a bottle that you get to cart around.
You want to do the present on Henry?
He doesn't have a
Yeah.
present. He's dead.
If we do the present on him, you're just going to see him sitting in this room.
Oh.
We will spend.
So if I do the present on myself, I'll
You're
also
just gonna
just
see yourself
see
in
the
this
room.
room.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, let's do
Why-
present on.
Why?
You know
hang
what?
on. Why even offer the present if it's just going to be everyone sitting in the room?
Because it's other people, you dummy. Let's do present on Michelle Strongjaw. Show me the present for Michelle Strongjaw.
You can just pick anybody.
Yes, you could just pick
Oh.
anybody.
Michelle Strongjaw.
Yes, show
Interesting
me-
choice.
show me
her-
Well, he's not paying. Are you going to pay?
This one's a freebie. You told us that when we came in that we got one freebie, and this is the freebie.
The
She
fuck did
like
she say
looks
that?
confused and looks up at the ceiling. Can you roll deception?
Oh my
She's
God.
older, so she might actually believe you.
Holy fuck!
23.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah,
What
I
the
remember. It was a 2-for-1 deal. I had
That's
heard
right.
that somewhere from a pharmaceutical company, and I thought it was a good idea.
Exactly. That's right.
All right. Get over here, boys.
Silver
Get over
tongue,
here.
baby.
Beautiful woman, come here. You guys put your hands around this jar, and your eyes like flip into the back of your skull, and you appear in a coffee shop, and you see Michelle Strongjaw is sitting at a table. She is a beautiful dwarven woman. She's a little bit on the shorter side, maybe about 5'8". She's got beautiful, lustrous, and voluminous red hair.
5'8"
a
is
very
short.
curvy stature and bright green eyes. She's wearing tight clothing that shows off her figure. She looks very confident and self-assured. She's sitting with a friend
Yes, Wayne.
who is a very skinny elven woman who's got very pointed features, and she's got her eyebrows that are permanently raised up, so she looks kind of shocked. And they're sitting there having a drink, and Michelle Strongjaw goes, "Well, I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I loved him. He was such a beautiful man to me. And now he said all those mean things over text message. And now he's messaging me back in the way that he always did, so short and pointed. I just don't know if my little heart can take it." And then we cut back to the present.
I'm so going to hell. I'm so going to hell. Anyway, that's what the
Jesus
present is for,
Christ.
David. See? Now you know.
Oh my god. All right, well, we still got the future. I must warn you, knowing your futures can be quite a scary experience.
I'm good.
You wish
I
to know
mean-
your future, boy?
No, I meant like I meant like I'm good. Like I don't need to know. Wait, what if we both put our hands on the crystal ball and it would be our futures?
I can show you a future shared together for sure.
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 Let's do all three of our futures.
Let's go. All three of us, Henry too. Come on, get in here. And we all put our hands on the crystal ball.
Okay, you put your hands on the crystal ball and you are teleported into a possible likely future. You see Taylor Morgan laying on the ground. His face is covered by a jacket, but you see that his hand is a pale white color. Taylor, you recognize this as your changeling hand. You are not
Oh.
currently transformed. You see there is a gigantic hole.
Inaccurate, because you said his. Therefore, I must have a male personality present.
See their hand is this pale white color.
That doesn't look like me.
See there is a gigantic hole in Taylor's chest.
Ooh.
Oh
How'd
no!
that get there?
When I asked for a squishy hole, that's not what I meant.
Did you wish for me to die? Henry, are you going to kill me? Because that's not cool, man. That's not how
You
you grant people's
see-
wishes.
David is standing there, and when you look at him, you see that his eyes are glowing a blue color like Henry's. And
Henry, do you
see-
possess David and make him kill me? Because that's pretty rude, man. He'll be traumatized for that if you do that.
As you're standing there, David Henry falls to his knees and starts crying. And you see Mercy and Mose are standing there as well, solemnly looking at this body.
In
And
this
we cut
possible
back to the
future,
present.
do I have hair?
Taylor and David know the answer to this question. Whether they choose to reveal it or not. later.
Yeah, that's right. Let's keep that to ourselves for now, David.
Right.
Keep Mercy in suspense.
That was horrifying.
That was pretty horrifying. I'm not paying for that last one. That's
I already paid for that.
Yeah, he already paid for it. Anyway, I have to go wet my bunions. It's very nice seeing you all.
nice seeing you too.
Did you just Are you me?
No, I was just imitating your voice to see if I could,
oh,
for
sorry,
reasons
my
you don't
eyes-
need to know about.
My eyes aren't what they used to be. Anyways, she just starts taking off her socks in front of you and pulls out a little bowl from under her chair, sits down, puts her feet in it, lets out a little fart, and then just starts snoring.
Let's get out of here. I leave this place.
Truly a
We cut-
legend in the fortune telling community.
We cut back over to Mercy and
That was
Mose.
messed up.
We have a long time to go before the week passes, so we're going to do something that Mose wants to do. Mose and Mercy, you guys leave this tattoo shop. Maybe like a couple days go by. Mose, what would you like to do? So that voicemail that you left, no response. Nobody ever messaged you back or anything like that. So you're kind of on radio silent from Benson Horowitz. Is there anything that you would like to do or follow up on while you've got this downtime that you're going to drag Mercy along for, the ride for?
I was gonna see if I could follow up with Benson there, but got nothing else going on.
Mose, you're just staring at your phone, waiting for. Do you want to go? Like, listen, I know I dragged you to the tattoo shop. Do you want to go down there and just like make a scene?
Don't know if I really do. It's a little bit of a touchy situation. I don't know. I already feel like I stepped out of my comfort zone just trying to like return a call.
I mean, he gave you his card, right? They clearly they interested in communicating. Maybe your voicemail got like, don't leave another voicemail, but maybe just we were in the area.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm like not worried. Okay, let's go there. Let's go and just see what happens.
So I'll do you this favor. I'll pretend to be your secretary, and we'll I'll do the talking.
Horowitz have like a local address on that card?
He does not, but there is another lawyer in town that you might be able to go and talk to. If you remember back in episode 2 or 3, we did meet a lawyer as well. It was David Ure. Yours.
I will. Let's hit up a lawyer. I want to like try and see if I can surmise like why I'm being reached out to before meeting with Benson.
Yeah. So you head over to your and yours. It's so stupid. And you go in the front door. There's a little jingle of bells, and you see there's a secretary there. When you walk into this space with Mercy, you take up most of it. It's incredibly tight. And she goes, "Hello, sir. Is there something I can help you with?"
Yes, I am here trying to gather some information on behalf of myself, I guess. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm sorry.
Is there something? Were you involved in an automobile accident? Workplace violence? Did your boss say something very rude and uncouth to you? Has anybody made untoward sexual advances towards you in a workplace setting?
Mercy shakes her head deeply. Just no.
Well, hold up. No. Let's talk about this. Workplace setting. Do you also handle unwanted sexual advances in just general in public settings?
Did they touch you?
Like emotionally? No, he was brushing up against my leg. There we go. I was contacted by that man.
We might have a case. Would you like to speak to Mr. Ure?
Yes, please.
For sure. He's very busy, but I'm sure he can see you right away. She picks up a phone and she goes, "Hello, yes, somebody is here. Something about some sort of case where he was assaulted and is emotionally wounded." You just hear, "Yes, send him in." She says, "David Ure will see you now." And
Mose, you're going to have to lie like a lot. This is just don't tell him exactly what happened. You're going to have to embellish a lot.
Am I going
You
to
go
have to
walking.
embellish that much?
I was the one doing most of the problem. I don't want to be sued by you.
You're not getting any of this heat, okay?
you go
Okay.
walk in and you sit in David Ure's office and you see David. Other David, I believe, was the person who had heard his voice on the phone initially, but you never actually saw what he looked like. And he turns around and he is a big ogre man. He's got very large teeth sticking out from his bottom jaw, sticking up. He's got this dark green skin and these pale light green eyes. When he turns around, he goes, "Oh, hey, you're a big guy. Were you the one who was touched inappropriately?"
Yes, that would be me. Mose
Okay.
Chisai.
Mose, that name sounds kind of familiar, actually. Huh. I can't quite place where I know it from, but I've definitely heard it before.
You know, I've been living around here, living in this town for a bit, grew up here, probably just heard it on the wind.
Were you involved in any sort of like scandals, any like larceny, felonies, murder, theft, grand theft auto?
Nope, nothing like that.
Okay.
Where is he? Like, where is this dude sitting currently? Like, how is his
Across
position?
a table from the two of you. So you've got your own individual seats. There's a table, and he's on the other side of it.
Does he have a Rolodex?
I know what that is. The hell's a Rolodex?
You want us to tell you?
Like
It's like a little
file,
filing.
like
a mini
Rolodex
filing
is
system.
where you
Oh,
keep
a little
your
filing
phone number
system.
before you had one of these.
I'm gonna say no because this
Damn
is like present times.
So he has a computer.
He does have a computer. He has a little
Wow.
laptop in front of him that he like.
I
has
can't
to barely-
surreptitiously flip through that, can I?
He can barely get his fingers on, but he's taking notes as you're talking. He says, "Oh, okay. Well, Mose Chisai. Can you tell me when the events took place?"
This was just today, right? Or the same day? Or felt a few days ago, right?
We'll say it was a few days ago. Yeah.
It's just been a few days ago.
Sorry, it seems like you're having some issues there with the keyboard, and I know they don't really make keyboards for folks with hands your size. I am a trained typist. Do you want me to take notes?
Roll me persuasion.
Persuasion. The 13.
With a 13, he goes, you know, I think I can do this myself. And continues
Okay.
clacking away at his keyboard, and he pays attention to Mose. And he says, "So tell me more about the events. Tell me what is it that you're actually before we even get started. Do you have proof?
Yes.
Fantastic. What do you have?
Oh, I've got so much stuff. I'll have to bring it back to you so you can get a better look at it. But, there's letters, so many letters. Just
You've got letters. So okay, walk me through these events that led you to these letters.
I saw the whole thing. Does eyewitness testimony count?
eyewitness.
Yes. I'm curious about these letters, though. What's in the letters? What sort of documents are in these letters? Are they signed by this person?
Yeah, he's sending me a bunch of letters telling me that he wants to touch me. Sorry, will you excuse me just one moment? I lean over to Mercy. I'm dying out here. Please help me.
I think okay. So we were
You
at
guys
this.
need to learn to bring Taylor with you when you want to lie to people.
That is never. I mean, okay. So yeah, that has been beneficial when we want to lie to people. But that's so. We went to the tattoo parlor. Mose chivalrously agreed to go with me for my own protection in such a rough area. And while we were there, this uncouth individual started making advances towards him, placing his leg and hands on his person, and then sent some very scandalous invitations to me and him regarding an event that may or may not be an orgy.
So he lightly touched your leg with his leg and then gave you free tickets to an event?
Sex event.
Real quick, how did you parse that so quickly?
I've been doing this job a long time. Listen, I understand it may have made you feel uncomfortable, but I don't know if there's much of a case there. We could look at the camera footage and see if there's something there. I do know Scott down at the tattoo shop there.
It would
quite a few
probably be
problems
best
there.
for me if we didn't review any of the footage down there, or just because it's. I want to be able to go back there, and causing him inconvenience is a bigger problem than.
Got it. So
I
are
mean,
we here to? Are we just wasting my time? Is that what
No,
we're doing
actually,
here?
I'm looking for justice. I'm merely trying to find the person who I thought would best be able to provide that. I've, been shopping around a little bit, seeing who would be able to help me out best. I've talked to a few other people.
Who else did you talk to?
You're probably like the fourth lawyer I've seen now. I was talking to Smith over on the other side of town. I was chatting with
Smith.
Benson, chatting with Wallowitz.
Benson
Benson
new
was
in
real
town.
interested.
Yeah, Benson's new in town. I didn't realize he was taking cases already.
New in town, you say? He seemed like really knew what he was talking about.
Oh, yeah, no, Benson apparently used to work in some big city before something happened with his firm, and he had to flee, and he's moving out here and getting a fresh start with a firm here.
yeah, he and Mose are actually old friends.
I smack your leg.
Your old friends.
Acquaintances. Sorry, it's they knew each other back from some time.
He doesn't pick up on it. I rolled insight. I rolled really low. I think, okay, interesting. So, well, from what I hear, Benson seems to be offering, or he's going to be offering some prime rates for his services. So it might be best if you've got a case as flimsy as this one. Maybe you go and you talk to him, and maybe he can help you out since you know him so well. Since you're old friends with him.
I don't know. I still don't think I'd call this case flimsy. I think it's a pretty open and shut sexual harassment case, but
And what are you,
Letters.
a lawyer? How would you know what's open and shut?
He's a human being, or
That's-
he's a person. He knows how to open and shut things. Just because you're a smarty pants lawyer doesn't mean you have the market cornered on opening things.
I am a smarty pants lawyer. I graduated Winchester College, and he points to his diploma up on the wall. I know what I'm talking about. And listen, this is starting.
Yeah, well,
to
they'll
seem
take
like a
anybody.
waste
I'm
of our
enrolled
time.
there.
Well, the place has gone downhill since I graduated, I guess.
I mean,
All right,
can't
listen.
go downhill when you're already at the bottom of the valley.
Listen, Benson was in here a couple days ago, and he was looking to partner up, and I had said no to him. He's in town, and he's just trying to get his feet wet. I'll be honest with you, he could probably use a case like this. If what you say is true, we can get the camera footage from the tattoo parlor. We can send that over to Benson's way, and if this is open and shut as you say it is, it should be an easy win for him.
Do you know why he's coming into town here?
He mentioned something about an old friend of his living here that he had some unfinished business with.
And his tone when he was saying that, would you describe it as friendly, forgiving?
He was smiling the whole time.
Now, when you say smiling, would you say that smiling with like a joy and a whimsy, like a gonna stab him in the back kind of way?
I don't rightfully know. I didn't know Benson that well to be able to determine. Did seem a little toothy of a grin.
Quick
I
question.
see.
So I accidentally flushed Mose's phone down the toilet earlier today, or we're roommates. Do you have a current contact number or way to reach Benson?
Yeah, he gave me this business card. He slides the same business card over that you have. Yeah, he's working on getting his he's working on getting a shop set up. I think he's in talks with the bank right now about getting some sort of like loan to put down for like a down payment or something. Yeah. Also weird, he had a really big guy with him. Like bigger than you, Mose. Like just a huge guy, but he was wearing a scarf around his face and a giant jacket, so I couldn't really get a good look at him.
What was the big guy? Did the big guy like say anything? Did he do anything?
Pure silence. Very strange.
Bigger than you?
Yeah, big guy.
You're very big. This must have been like a big dude.
Yeah, he like you guys barely fit in here. He barely fit in here.
I fit in here just fine. You call me fat?
No.
I think we're gonna take this case to Benson. I feel like you're
You know,
you're harassing me now.
Clients like that. Exactly. That's good. That's harassment.
He points up at the camera in the corner of his office and he says, "Audio and video. Don't try me, baby."
Are you allowed to record audio in here?
Fantasy rules. He said, "Get the fuck out of my office."
We just cut to us, the door slamming in our face. We're standing on the sidewalk.
So I think Benson's gonna try and murder you.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
So
But if
you
we
still want to
could've-
apply?
This is not a job offer, surely. I cannot imagine in any world that being what this is. But why would he tell me he was here if he was going to try and kill me?
To put you at ease, to lure you into his honey sweet death trap? I don't know. I'm not a master murderer.
You sure? We've killed people. We've killed numerous people.
Listen, we should probably talk to Taylor if we want to talk about like tricking and murdering people.
And
Yeah,
if
okay.
on cue, we switch over to Taylor, who's in full Fillmore Butts mode, ready to go out for a night on the town. David is with you. You are standing in front of the Fox and the Fiddle, the local bar where they do sometimes college students come and sing karaoke, and it's not great. Tonight's a bit of a quieter night.
Are we not going to talk about the premonition that person made?
That she was a hack. She was clearly a fraud.
I mean, she did show you the present.
Yeah, but we don't know that that's what happened. Unless we sit down and ask Michelle if she earlier today was in a coffee shop with her elven friend.
I mean, you can ask.
Why would
What'd
we
you
do
do
that?
today?
That
What do you
would
mean, how
that
do we
would
do that? Just say, what did you
that
do
would
today, by the
require
way?
us to have any faith, place any faith in that hack of a fortune teller, which I don't.
I put my hand
yeah,
in my
because
chin.
if we believe that fortune teller, then that must mean that I'm really, really old, and I really don't want to think that. She must be a hack.
Yeah, she's a hack. Exactly. See, Henry's on my side.
I'm on his side.
We got priorities tonight. We got priorities. There's things that need to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I need to know is, do you think I should meet with her as Fillmore Butts first and then as myself? Or do you think I should meet with her first as myself, then as Fillmore Butts, and then as myself again, like a nice sandwich?
What would be the benefit of you meeting her as yourself first? She's gonna be like, "Who the fuck are you?" or
Plant,
whatever.
plant the idea seed, the thought, germinate the thought in her head, like, oh, that guy's cute, but I've got to talk to my ex first. And then
Taylor
when the talk
Morgan-
with her ex goes poorly, the first thing she's going to think about is that cute guy she met beforehand.
Taylor Morgan is the most manipulative psychopath I've ever
I-
met in my life. Oh my god.
Acting.
don't-
Acting. To be clear, acting. It's a
Yeah,
character
Taylor-
that I am playing, you guys.
Not
It's a
indicative of who I am as a person.
character. Yes.
To be 100% honest, Taylor, I don't know why you're doing this in the first place at all.
Listen, just because I'm a heartless bastard doesn't mean I don't got a heart. Oh,
You kill,
her boyfriend is dead.
yeah, because
She
you
needs
killed him.
she needs some
She needs
closure and comfort,
Okay.
right? And who better to give it to her than the person who feels a little bit guilty about her boyfriend's death?
Well, her actual boyfriend would be the ideal person, but he's not here.
Now you understand why I have to. We're on the same page.
I don't think she's gonna be happy that you killed him anyways. So I
She's
don't
not
think
going to
it
know that
really
part.
matters
She's
which
not going to
way.
know that part, man. She's not going to know that.
Are you?
part.
What do you go?
What do
Okay,
you-
walk
what do
me
you
through
cur-
this before it happens. What are you about to do? You're gonna turn into her boyfriend, go in there, and be
break
like
up with her again?
when she was already broken up with, and that probably.
Yeah, but I'm
had
going to break
closure?
up with her properly this time, not the mercy way, the me way.
Okay.
What do you currently
And then-
look like, Taylor?
I still look like Gigi Hadid, I guess.
Cool. You hear a voice from behind you go, "Excuse me, I'm trying to get past you. I have a date in the restaurant, you see.
Sorry. You can go on, Pai.
Are you Bibi Hadid?
I think it's
I
Gigi.
am. It's
Gigi
Gigi.
Hadid.
It's Gigi Hadid, and I'm not granting autographs right now.
Gigi, very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I came here, hoping to meet somebody else, but he didn't show up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's always sad when the person who you thought that you loved turns out to be a fraud.
Yeah, isn't it
Taylor,
though?
you know this is her, right?
Isn't it though? You know. Hold on. This I don't know who this guy is. I just met him. He's waiting for his friend too.
I'm waiting for my friend to.
Yes, you're a very, very short friend over there with the weird colored skin. Yes.
Anyway,
you look a
us-
little bit.
we were
sick,
having
my
a we
friend.
were excuse me, we were having a private conversation, but good luck on your date.
Sorry, and
I'm
thank
very
you.
sorry. You were standing directly in front of the door. I needed you to move a little bit.
Go on in.
Enjoy your conversation and have a lovely evening.
You too. Have the best time. Get some.
Get some what?
You know what I mean.
I don't.
I'm saying, you said you were going to meet with your boyfriend, right? Or something. You had a date? I'm
Oh,
telling you
my
to
ex.
get
My
some.
ex,
Oh, your
yes.
ex. Sorry.
yes,
Then I
yes.
mean what I said even more. Get some with someone
a-
else in front of your ex. Make him jealous. It's the best. Trust me, it's the best way.
What are you doing tonight?
Me, I have a hotel room, but
My
it's-
friend bailed on us last minute. I sure would love it if you could keep me company when he comes. It's gonna be a very hard conversation.
I can't keep you company when he comes. No, I
but
can't. I
Girls
can't.
support girls, after all.
Yes, 100%. But oh, hey, look, is that Grant Gustin, star of CW show The Flash? I gotta go. That's the guy I was waiting for. He did show after all. I'm gonna go talk to him. It was nice meeting you. Both
she
of you.
looks over at David and she goes, "You're not straight, are you? It's just a vibe I get."
You don't just say that to me.
She does.
I just turn and walk away without saying
Wait,
a word.
no, I need a girlfriend. I need help.
What the fuck?
Please, you're the only person who can help me.
I am not going. I am not.
All I need you to do is sit beside me and give me comfort. My plan is ultimately to break up with him.
I'm not going to Mrs. Doubtfire myself.
Fillmore, you're here already.
Yeah, you said to bring someone. I asked my friend David here.
Hi, that's me.
He's here to provide me with moral support. What were you just asking him to be your moral support?
I can't
How
do
about I be
voice.
moral support for both of you?
You know, that sounds like a good.
Oh, sort of like a mediator.
Yeah, we could use one of them's.
I feel like I'm in my improv hell or something.
You guys go in and find a table for 3 with David sitting right in the middle between the two of
Somebody's
you.
just roped me into the most ridiculous premise for an improv scene
Yes, and my friend. Yes,
in which I'm the straight man somehow.
There's so much.
Oh my god.
I have to be honest with you.
I do
Is he a
too.
fucking cowboy?
It wasn't me that sent that text message. It wasn't me.
Oh.
Those mean things, I didn't say them.
You didn't say them to me. But then why
No.
didn't you respond for a multitude of days?
I was embarrassed.
Well,
You
Fillmore.
see, because the person who had my phone that sent those text messages was the girl I was cheating on you with. Her name's Mercy.
Could have been any other name.
How fucking dare you? Would never go for Fillmore butts.
wait, Mercy Widdershins?
Yeah, you know her. Oh,
Why the
damn.
fuck does she know her?
I know her.
I
brother.
swear to God, she was the one that sent those text messages
Whoa, whoa,
from
whoa,
my
whoa, whoa,
phone.
whoa. Wait, sorry, you know her brother?
Yes, Abel. Yes, we're quite good friends.
Oh,
How are you
I didn't
friends with?
I didn't know she had a brother.
We knew.
No, Abel and me, we met a couple of weeks ago. We have connecting friends, you see. They've invited me out to sort of a scandalous show that's happening in about a
Oh,
week's
yeah?
time.
And
You
what
should
would that?
go.
What's that?
It might be
the-
good for you.
It's the everything to do with sex show. And when I'm there, I'm going to have lots and lots and lots of sex with men and women who aren't you, Fillmore.
That's fair. I deserve that. And
You
you do
can
too.
continue.
You deserve the best, and I want the best for you. Which is why I've made the decision to leave town for good. I'm getting out of
Unsaved.
Valborough because
Oh,
I don't want my shame of ruining a good thing that we had. I don't want to be a living reminder for you. So I'm getting out of town and I'm never coming back.
You should
Well-
go now.
Yeah, I should. You're right.
Before you go,
Yeah,
there's just one
Fillmore
thing-
stands up. He's not very tall, but he stands up.
Before you go, there's just one thing that I want to say to you, Fillmore.
Yeah.
I lied. The sex was fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna go now before I cry.
All right.
I hope you have a
should
good
go
life.
now before I cry. I hope you.
You'll
achieve your
never hear
dreams of
from me
being a-
again. And
be a
don't
great
look for me.
painter.
Don't look for me.
I won't. It'll be like you're dead.
Yes. Think of it that way. Fillmore Butts runs out the door.
She starts crying immediately on David's shoulder.
Almost as soon
There, Miss Collymore.
Almost as soon as Fillmore Butts leaves the building, CW's The Flash's star Grant Gustin walks into the door. I heard he was in town. Somebody said he was in town. Anyway, clearly
Hey,
he is.
Before anything else distracts us, sorry, I heard that Mercy's brother was like reported missing by the police or something. You spoke to him how many weeks ago?
She pauses and looks up into your eyes, her bright green eyes, gazing deeply in yours. And she goes, "You know, for a little gay boy, you're actually quite attractive. Is there any chance that you're a little bisexual boy?"
No.
All
Sorry,
right,
I know what I like, and it's big honking penises. Why am I saying it like I'm not? What the fuck is happening right now?
Oh, you like big honking penises?
Or little ones. I'm fine with anything. Speaking of
There's
small penises, Grant Gustin just walked in the building.
Hey, I mean, the suit, it's hard to...
I don't even know who
hey,
this is, by the way. Is it the guy who plays the
The
Flash?
guy who plays the Flash in the CW series.
The
Not
penis
the weirdo
eyes.
who played it in the movies, who played the Flash in the movies.
Grant
sucks.
Gustin walks up to the table. We cut over to Mercy and Mose. Mercy
Thank
and Mose.
God.
Oh, I feel like someone was talking shit about me.
All I said was
Uh,
that you sent those text messages and that
Mercy
you
and
were
Mose,
fucking film our butts.
you have, this is one more chance to do one more thing. Is there anything else that either of you two would like to do with some of your downtime?
What's my next shift at work? Do I have? Am I off for the time? Do I still have a job? Have I been fired?
No, you've been working in between the downtime. We've just been focusing on the time when you have free time. If you want to go to work, you can.
I don't necessarily want to go to work. I was trying to determine whether or not I needed to go to work.
I mean, I'm always down to play Grim. Hey, Mercy! Wow, you got your eyebrows back. Nice.
What class is Grim again?
I think he's just a scout, like as
Okay.
an NPC, like stat block. I think that's what I put him as.
So Mercy's main quest at this time is to get her hair back. So she's trying to find anybody to do that. Secondary, find her brother.
If you do recall last episode, Grim did say that show you that he wears a toupee and said that he could hook you up.
Go for the skull tattoo, or
No, I got some piercings in order to try it. Like we're going for. I'm trying to. If it's going to be permanent, I'm trying to own it, but I need something to offset the fact that I have a bald head, so I got a bunch of piercings and some new tattoos, and I'm hoping people think it's intentional.
I mean, at this point, maybe a new style is the option. We could just do.
We're going to Hot Topic,
All right, you go to a hot topic.
and we're trying to get some new clothes in order to change my style a bit, my new bald / punk look, and again, maybe we can get more information about these punk kids. I say as though I'm not like a fairly young adult.
You go walking in Hot Topic, and you're doing a bunch of shopping. Mose, did you tag along to go to Hot Topic?
Yeah, I'll tag along. I want to try and hype up as best I can.
You guys are in like a little mall. You see around you, there's a bunch of like 13-year-old kids who are all like, yeah, oh my god, anime t-shirts, amazing, I want pop figures. And you definitely stand out because you're way older than the people that are in there right now. You hear like kind of a commotion outside of the shop, and you see this like hubbub in front of the Hot Topic. You see a couple people rushing. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe it's her. I can't believe it. And you see a small crowd starting to form around your high school arch nemesis, Seraphim. It's just walking through the mall.
Has she noticed me?
Not yet.
And what does she do? She's just walking around,
She's just doing some light shopping.
and people are following her around.
Well, she might be the new mayor.
Can I make like an insight check to see if there's anything about her? In high school, she was always just, like too perfect. I'm trying to like zone in on her biggest insecurity at this present moment and see if I can exploit that and just really just ruin her day.
Sure. Roll insight or perception. Probably perception from this
It's got a 17.
perspective. Yeah, with a high roll like that, you look over at her and she is just as perfect as always. She is an Asimar. So you do see that she's like just glowing softly as she walks through. She's wearing pure white clothes. So kind of like white baggy dress pants and a sleeveless white shirt with a V-neck in it. She's not wearing any like jewelry or anything, so she just looks kind of like simple but still extremely elegant. And she's just wearing like white tennis shoes and ankle socks as she's walking down. She's got pristine straight blonde hair that's pulled back behind one of her ears. Honestly, you don't pick up on anything with her that is standing out of place. She is perfection. I'm
One
gonna roll her
second.
perception to see if she notices you.
I'm standing behind, like as soon as I saw her, I like moved behind Mose.
Okay, I'll roll with disadvantage then. Oh my god, I got a nat 20 and a 17 on the dice.
Neat.
So with disadvantage, she looks over and she goes, "Who's that bald woman in the store?"
You said you were owning it, right?
It's your superior, your lifelong superior and rival, Mercy. Nice to see you're still a bitch.
What? Me? No, I was just gonna comment on how good you look.
Yeah, only you can make the word good sound like you're taking a shit while you say it.
Doesn't sound like you'll be voting for me in office when the election happens.
I would vote for anybody else before you.
Interesting. I was really looking on turning this place around. I was gonna start putting more money into the arts.
Which arts?
You know, the
Rich,
arts.
entitled bitches can afford? Or like arts for everybody?
Mercy. She leans in really, really close. She like walks up to you as she's having this conversation. She leans in close and she goes, I heard you were back in town. You
Yeah,
should
and you should watch your front. And I just like spill my coffee on her.
She stumbles back and starts screaming. She's going, I've been burned! I've been burned! She
It's iced coffee.
That was funny.
she casts sacred flame with her hand and just makes this like radiant, like fiery thing like start to like singe her skin a bit. And she goes, oh, how is it so hot? And she steps back.
There's still ice in this. Everyone can see there's ice in this.
I'm aware. She rolls deception.
The most petty, like, happenstance thing to do.
She slips and falls and knocks a rack of clothing at you. She goes, I can't, the pain, and smacks all these like shelving units towards you. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
I can. Yes, 1 second. Dexterity save.
You're back. You should watch your
+3.
front throws coffee on the front.
It's a +3.
Killed me. Holy shit, that was so funny.
With a 14, you manage to sidestep as all of these anime t-shirts slam into the ground. And
The most unclever, mean thing to do.
She points at you and she goes, why are you here? Why are you trying to ruin everything for me again?
Again.
Everything. You've ruined everything. Every step of the way. You've always gotten in my way. You're so mean and just so rude. And now you're here again just when my life is about to start getting good. Why don't you just leave?
Mostly because I now know that it pisses you off. I didn't really want to be here in the first place, but this is an interesting turn of circumstance. What I was hoping was that I had infestation. I was going to convince people she had fleas and cast that on her. I don't, so that's out the window.
You see a random man from the crowd steps up in between you and he looks at you and he goes, I'm sorry, but Seraphim she's going to be the mayor and you're being very antagonistic towards her and we're going to have to ask you to just take a step back.
She
and who are
hasn't been
you?
Elected yet?
You see the crowd slowly start to move forward and stand in between you and Seraphim. And they're all looking at you with disappointed eyes. And like shaking their head, like, it's a shame. I can't believe she would do that, throwing her coffee on her. So gauche.
What are the qualifications that one needs to run for mayor? And when is the cutoff date? Put yourself on the ballot.
The elections have not happened yet, and anyone at any time can join.
Hey, Mose, you want to be mayor?
Huh?
Do you want to be mayor?
why do
We're gonna
people-
ruin this woman's
why
life.
do
I don't think I'm gonna be a good mayor, but I think you could be a good mayor.
You see the
Love
crowd
outsourcing their ideas to me.
the crowd just starts going, oh, this large man with red hair is going to run for mayor against Seraphim? This large man? This red-haired man run for mayor against Seraphim? What a strange turns of events. Is he friends
I
with
think
the
if he
lady?
wanted to be mayor, he has not declared his candidacy.
I would like to raise my arm up above me.
People start taking your photo.
I want to make a big show of casting Zone of Truth on myself.
Yeah, so if you want to, she is close enough that you could get you and her in it and a bunch of the crowd. If you want to omit her, you can.
I'm going to admit her for right now. I want to do this for myself.
Okay, you get you and a bunch of the crowd in it. There is a mix of visible and obscured people in this crowd.
Technically, it's a charisma save. I
Some
have
people
to
pass,
lie.
some people fail, for sure.
You don't want to roll like 50 individual dice rolls for them all?
No.
I know. I think truth is anyway. I'm gonna stand there, like arm up, and just say,
My name is Mose Chisai. I've lived in Valborough for some time, 6'6". I went to law school. I think I would be a much better mayor than Seraphim. And I think I have a qualification, which I think does better than her. I like dogs. I think this mall could use a bit of a revitalization. I think there are lots of this town that could use some revitalization, and I would be happy to hear all of your thoughts on the matter going forward. I am Mose Chisai. I am officially running for mayor.
You see there's a pinprick silence for a second, and then the crowd just starts asking a million questions. Reporters appear from nowhere pulling out microphones and stuff. Cameras start flashing all over the place, and The next day, your picture is in the newspaper with you standing there with your hand up, and it says, Mose Chisai for mayor. He loves dogs.
And
if you're going,
I have elected myself your campaign manager.
Amazing.
I think if you're going for like a presidential campaign, that's probably the best subtitle you could hope for.
So we cut over to David sitting with Michelle Strongjaw, and the actor from The Flash walks in, whose name I've forgotten. Grant Gustin walks in.
You put some respect on his name.
She's leaning on David's shoulder, just crying, staring at him with big, beautiful green eyes, which David is not attracted to at all. Just getting tears all over your shoulder. I'm so lonely. I'm never gonna find another man. I was bluffing. I'm so embarrassed to go to the Everything to Do a Sex show. I don't feel like I'll fit in at all.
Hey. A beautiful woman like you shouldn't be crying. What's going on? Maybe I can make maybe I can do something to cheer you up.
I'm gonna roll history to see if she knows who Grant Gustin is. Rolled a flat 10, so she goes, you look very familiar, like I've seen you someplace before.
I'm Grant Gustin. I'm the star of The Flash on CW.
Oh, you're a star of one of those silly superhero shows.
Yeah, that's me.
Wow.
You might have also remembered him from 7 episodes of the show Glee.
Yeah, I don't talk about that.
I
You didn't have to
Glee.
bring that up, but
Glee was
yeah,
I loved Glee. I watched it every day when I was in high school. Oh,
that's what you remember me from then, probably.
Oh my
yeah, that was me.
goodness.
Well,
Hi.
I came here to meet my friend Gigi Hadeen.
I saw her earlier. She ran away quite suddenly when I asked her for help.
Well, I feel bad that my good friend did that to you. Maybe I can fill in where she could not. I have a few hours to kill before I need to get another flight out of town. What's wrong? Did this guy break your heart? Do I need to do something to him?
No, it's over. He's dead to me now. It's as if he's been dead for a long time, and I need to push him out of my heart and forget about him.
Do you two want to be left alone or something?
No, I think you should stay right where you are, just in case this strange man does anything untoward.
I wouldn't
You
dare.
didn't even know me until 5 minutes ago.
Yes, but I know your vibe. I'm a vibe reader, you see.
You just called me a gay boy.
You
But,
are. Am I wrong?
All right.
That vibe was accurate.
I'm not going to answer that question.
I'm
Can I
very
get,
right.
waiter?
The waiter comes over to the table, says, "Hi, can I take your order?"
I want a big steak.
Are you ordering steak?
Sorry,
Because
what
it's
did you-
the most hetero
what did
thing
you
you
say?
could order.
Here's some steaks.
Yeah. Sorry, you said your name was Grant, correct?
That's right.
Grant, if I might be so bold, it seems as if you might be hitting on me a little bit.
Maybe I am.
Well, I do have one big test that potential suitors must pass before anything else should go forward.
Oh my
What's that?
God.
Buy me a drink.
Happy to. Happy to.
What do you think I would like?
Oh, I have to pick your drink.
Oh, you have to pick. I
Oh,
want to see what you think of me with a beverage choice.
geez. Well, this is.
Not quite into indecisive men.
I'll take waiter, get her something green. Whatever's green on the menu. A green
Have
drink.
another drink of green elixir, and we'll have ourselves. Sorry.
He comes
I'm
over.
just thinking about the musical Mean.
David somehow made his way over to the karaoke stand and has started singing.
Yeah, I've been singing the secondary song from the opening of Wicked.
She
It should go without saying,
smiles.
everybody's phones are vibrating out of control currently.
Yeah, you see on the TV in the background, Mose for mayor just comes on the TV screen with Mose standing there with his hand up.
I compare you to a kiss from the... What the fuck? Mose? The rose.
She smiles coyly and picks up the drink and takes a sip and goes, green apple. I'm going to roll to see if she likes it. She
Go for
does.
it.
All right, I'm going to say something crazy here.
Sure.
No.
I've just been dumped. I've
Mhm.
only ever had one boyfriend before.
Uh-huh.
He cheated on me with another woman.
Jesus.
And
Wow.
I just need a
That's
quick fling.
horrible. Who's quicker than the Flash?
Well, I hope you're not quick tonight.
Oh.
And that's where we'll end the
Whoa.
session.
Real quick before we do, most of the text messages are to Taylor being like, I need you to take Seraphim's shape and start kicking dogs.
Oh, so now my talents are coming in handy. Now you think Taylor is a valuable addition to the group.
What a wild fucking session.
Weird fucking shit.
What the fuck happened? Hello, my dumplings. Thank you for watching the Dumpstat. We stream the first and third Wednesday of the month live on Twitch, so make sure to follow our Twitch channel at dragon_teacup to watch those, as well as occasional other D&D content or hang out while I play some games. We do have special channel redeems where you can influence the campaign in strange and mysterious ways. We definitely appreciate it if you share it around with family and friends. We now have all of our links easily found on linktr.ee/thedumpstat. Valborough episode 12 will be June 4th. That's today. Episode 13 will be July 2nd. As well, we're going to be kicking off Oops Only on June 18th. The world is called Tabula Rasa, and we're starting in prehistoric times with Oops Only Barbarians. We have a special guest for the fourth player, but I'm not telling you who it is yet, and it's already shaping up to be a wacky time based on the session 0 that we just had that you can watch now. Daphlina is almost at its finale. We did have to postpone the last session, but we are eyeing June 29th. The group is finally on the way to the Raven Queen's Lost Temple. If you like the style of D&D that we do and want to get more involved, make sure to ask for the Discord and the stream chat. We are more than welcoming to newcomers and have a little community growing on there. And don't forget to stay dumpy.
What
I don't
Pokemon
know.
could you fuck
Anyway.
if you could?
What Pokemon could you fuck if you could? All of them.
No, wait.
What Pokemon would you fuck if you could? Is that what you meant to ask?
You want to
Yeah.
find like a Magmar that has an internal temperature of 2,000 degrees? Your dick would sizzle.
I'm always cold, so.
There's a psychic Pokemon. What's his name?
I can hold it in one hand and it's just a blowjob machine. Swallow.
I mean, Jinx, the one psychic Pokemon
No,
that
I
has like
meant-
tits.
I
Not
meant
attracted to
Gardevoir. I'm talking about Gardevoir, not
Oh,
Jinx.
you basic bitch. Gardevoir. You gotta pick something like fucking weird.
I mean,
A female Mewtwo, cause them hips, yo. Flesh
Hang
you can
on.
Psychically tug from across the room.
hang on.
Them-
Alakazam, go with me on this one because I see how he handles
there.
those
I'm with
spoons.
them.
Oh yeah. I can
You're like, stay with me, and I'm like already there.
That slime dragon? I don't need to explain further.
I think you do. Slime Dragon?
Abra is a baby Pokemon, Tyler. That's gross.
That's... Oh, that was a really bad joke. Jesus Christ.
My God.
I feel gross now.
Ghastly because he has the move Lick.
Good one. Okay, I'm starting stream.
Why Ghastly,
Those
the
were the
one
best.
that like doesn't have a humanoid shape? Why not Gengar?
Gengar's
Ghastly's
my
just a
favorite.
mouth. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
right.
That's all you need.
Exactly. That's all you need.
All right, guys, we're live, but we're muted, so nobody can hear me.
Awesome. So we can keep talking about sex jokes.
About fucking Pokemon, yeah. Which
like this-
Pokemon would you most like to fuck? BuzzFeed quiz.
I mean, is it just me, or has anyone
Chicken
else wanted to
sometimes.
stick their dick in Blastoise's guns?
No, I want him to shoot those directly in my anus.
Weird. Mega Blastoise, because it's on his hand, so he could
I'm sorry, guys. Something can come up. I have to go now.
go find a Blastoise stuffy.
I mean, the only let's be
Find the
honest.
closest
the only
turtle.
Right answer. The only right answer is Ditto.
Yeah, if you want those
Because
dead little eyes.
I mean,
canonically,
describes both.
canonically, that was only that one Ditto who had that
You're not
flaw.
wrong.
It was not all Dittos that had that flaw.
Bellsprout has pretty dick-sized mouth.
Hold on. I have something. Bringing it back to Blastoise. I want him to fuck me canonically. Meaning.
Because why does it never go quiet,
Wait,
Kyler? Because we're all joking and you're being totally serious.
wait a second. Hear me out. Tentacruel.
I mean, it's who doesn't love some hentai?
Are we live, by the way?
We are, but we're
We're
muted.
muted.
At some
Oh,
point,
okay.
Christian's just gonna unmute us though, and he's not gonna tell us, and it's gonna be funny.
And someone's gonna snip that, and it's like, and who doesn't love getting violated
Can I
by
say-
Tentacle?
I mean, Espeon,
Brave
yo,
choice.
guys, Espeon.
Brave choice, Diglett, just because I want to find out what's down there.
You're not going to. It's just going to be the head poking up
It's
and down.
there's just
It's
small-
well,
I mean, worst come to worst,
that's
it's
what Diglett is just now.
fun that way.
I imagine they're just double-sided,
Good job,
like a
Pat.
nunchuck.
There's just another head.
Turd.
The earth is like a cotton, like a Q-tip ball of Diglett. Run through.
Uncomfortable.
What Diglett is just the absolute substrate of the. It's all Diglets all the way down.
They're poking out at either end of the earth, and so you've got like all that.
And you know how they go in and out and in and out and in and out? That like when it's
I'm
in
familiar.
yeah. That they're good at that.
Please,
Sabrina
Nick, got me
loves
so
this.
horrified just hearing my end of this conversation.
You know what? You know what? Here's a fun choice. Marowak.
I'm ready to bone too. Yeah,
We all know Marowak's a mommy, right?
Yeah.
the Dommy Mommy beating you with that bone.
Yeah, gonna skull fuck you. Mm.
Oh my god.
We got about another minute before we go live.
So we got to fill it with more talk. Okay, how about Wubba Fett? Hey, he's basically just a dildo.
You know
He's
what I have to say to
basically
that?
just a dildo.
Why not?
Why not? Why not? That's right. That's right. It's white. That's right. Why not?
Metapod?
I feel like he would just sit there and harden. I guess he.
There you go. Go drag a pulp, be one of the next baby daddies of a Dreepy.
Oh, there you go. Dreepies are just
There you go.
flying sperm.
Yep.
I might be playing a different Pokemon game. What are we talking about?
Yep.
The Ghost Dragon pseudo legendary from Sword and Shield.
Did not play that one.
Ooh, Zamazenta. Get that shield down, baby.
How about?
Are you looking at a list of Pokemon?
I barely played Pokemon Blue, and I owned it.
Okay, don't say anything out of pocket. I'm switching over to the dump stat screen.
What about Out of Pocket Monster?
Wow.
Ah, we did it.
We did it.
Hello,
Yeah, but-
everybody! Hello, and welcome to the dump stat.